Hi, welcome to a SolidEdge ST10 video tutorial. I want to do the Soccerball or Fussball in SolidEdge ST. One annoying thing with SolidEdge is the awkward way to define a pattern. But let's have fun with SolidEdge. Okay, first I want to define a variable. So let's go to Tools, Variables, and define a variable. I will call this one side length, and it should be 60 millimeter. Leave that tool. Switch to ordered, and I need a sketch on maybe the top plane. I need a polygon, 5 sides, yes, and maybe define it like this. Okay, then I need a dimension, and this should be of course 60. It should be the side length. So just double click it and write equals side length, and it's controlled by that parameter. Great. I would like to have some points on that lines. So let's put some points right there. Go to point, and I need a point here and another point there, and I need a distance here. So why do I do it like this? Because it's easier to do. So just try to select that point. I wanted that point, so okay, go here, wait till the quick select shows up, and try to get to the point. It's not possible. I can select that line, yeah, this line, and then if you select this one, you want to have an aligned dimension, and that would be an angle. I need by 2 points. Okay, and same here. Nope, sorry for that. Right click, yeah, line, and then go to this point, and again by 2 points, and then I will put those points onto that lines. So right there, and these dimensions should be controlled by the side length, so just go there. This equals the side length divided by 3, and same here, this equals side length divided by 3, and I could close that sketch. Now I need another sketch, so let's go for the front plane. I need a circle which should be located right here. Dimension should be at least 120. Why? Because this should be at least 2 times the side length. So just double click and make a formula. This is 2 times the side length. This circle could be for construction only. I need a point, or I could go for a line as well. Maybe I set the point right on that circle, and that should be also aligned, that point, to this one. Now that point should be aligned to this one. And I will need a line for rotation or circular pattern, so let's just draw one line right here, maybe this one, and set it for construction only. Now I could draw one line in that one as well, and I will need 2 points, so I can do that for construction purpose only and set 2 points. At least, no, just one will do. So I need a point. Just click it here, it's easier to do it like this, and then the 2 points from that line to that point, and this should of course equal the side length divided by 3. And now put that point onto that line. Do I need more points? I don't think so. So close that sketch and finish this. For those patterns I will need, and that's really awkward, always a plane in the sketch. So I have to do a lot of planes. But maybe first I could draw a line. Let's go for a 3D sketch. I need a line which goes from this vertex to that vertex, yeah, and then one line which goes from this point to that line. So I'm not able, now I'm able, and it should go to that line. Really, it just jumped over there. Let's try once more. So I want to go from this point to that line. Now I've got it, and that one should be parallel to this line. So I got that line. I will project that line to a surface. I will need some sort of center point of that triangle to do an axis. So let's just close that 3D sketch for the moment. Now I need an axis or a line which goes through that center point of that triangle and is sort of perpendicular to a plane which would be right here. And that's really annoying. Okay, I will need a plane. There is no other way. So let's do a plane. Where are my planes? Maybe I should close that sketch. So I can go for plane by 3 points. I will use this point, that point, and this point. Because I need it for the pattern. To get the center point of that triangle, yeah, I could go of course for a sketch anyways. Okay, let's go for a sketch on that plane, and if I can draw a circle through 3 points, the center point would be the right one. circle by 3 points. If I can use this point, maybe that point, if I can snap, no, I could. You have a sort to wait, it always takes a while. Okay, and the center of that circle, maybe set it for construction only, is the center point of that hexagon and also the center point of that triangle. So maybe put a point right there just to make it visible. Okay, now we need a line which goes perpendicular to that plane. Let's close that sketch, finish. Is there a possibility to do a 3D sketch and a perpendicularity to that one? Let's take a look. 3D sketch, and what do we have? We have here coaxial. That would be nice, a line which goes coaxial to that circle. Let's try this one. Click on a line, arc, or circle of a 3D sketch. So this has to be a 3D sketch, and that's a 2D sketch. Great stuff, really. Okay. Could I go for another circle, a 3D circle? Let's try a 3D circle. Circle by center point and radius. Let's try this one. That would be the center point, and the radius would be defined by one of these points. But that would be not in that plane. Definitely not. And can I go for a third point? I suppose no. So I think there's no way to get this one. Or could I go for... no. So let's go for another plane. Another 3-point plane by 3 points. Oh, there's a normal to curve. So let's go for this point, that point, and that point. And on this one I can draw a sketch, a 2D sketch on that plane right here. Let's check it out. Made a camera move, so the point would be this one right here. So go for a line here, and it should be, maybe length doesn't matter, make it like this. Let's take a look if it's in the right direction. Yes, it is. And now I would need a point which is on that line and on this one. So I could of course project that, that line into my sketch, and then I should be able to put a point right there. Point. Yeah, it does. There's intersection. Let's try I for intersection. This sort of doesn't work, so I will make the point, just a point, and put it on one and on the other. Put a point right here, then put it, I don't know if it's just too slow or if there's another problem. No, that's the intersection point, and make those two lines for construction only so you can better see it. Okay, close Maybe I can do that sphere sketch here as well. Yes, that's possible. So let's do a circle, which should be on that point. Let's go to front view. It should sit right here, that circle. Doesn't snap on that point. So let's draw it here. And make it this equals 2 times the side length. Okay, then I need to trim this somehow. Well, that's really hard to see. First I have to put that center, this one, onto that point. Or first on this line, and then, oh yeah, I think it snapped. The feedback is very bad. Now let's draw a line, because I want to trim that, because I don't need all of this. Or I could extend that one. Let's try it like this. And then a line. Make this collinear. Also the symbols are very awkward. Now let's trim. This should be removed, that should be removed, this should be removed. And now I can close that sketch. Make a surface revolve, surfacing, make a revolve. I want to revolve that, just that curve. Not a chain, but a single curve, that curve. Confirm around this axis. And let's take a look. Symmetric is okay, and maybe I need angle. Maybe like this. That should be not quite. So let's go for an angle of 90 degrees. That should do it. Finish. Great. Now I want to project that single line onto that surface. Go for surfacing project. Go to the options and make it normal to selected surface. This should be the default, not this one. Okay, I want to project a single curve, that line, onto this surface. Confirm and finish, and cancel this out. Now let's hide the revolve, and now let's try to pattern that curve. Go for home, pattern, select single curve, that curve, confirm, select that plane, draw that circle, maybe in that direction, and I would need 5 instances and fit. And close that sketch. This looks good, and finish that. Now I could do a first surface right here, but I need another pattern around that axis, so on this plane. Okay, sadly my SolidEdge crashed and I had to do it once more, so don't get irritated if you have any difference in the tree and to the model right now. I need another pattern, and that pattern should be on this plane, and that's so awkward. Okay, let's go for another pattern, circular one. Select again single, select that projected line, then select this plane, and the circle should be right here on that point, because that should be, yes, that's the point. I can catch this one, that's okay. And I need 6 instances. Close that sketch and finish. So let's see if we can do bounded surfaces with that and with this one. First go to surfacing, bounded, select edge, 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 and edge. Great. Confirm. And try the next one. Select, finish, select an edge. Not this one, but only, yeah. I have to go for single, so go for bounded, select edge, edge, and there's already maybe a problem. Let's take a look. Let's try to select just that edge, not the complete one. The edge set bound 3. Yeah, that's not possible, that's rubbish. So go for single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and confirm. Great. Finish this one. Now I want to pattern that surface around that axis. Okay, cancel, go to home, pattern. I want to pattern that body, and the plane would be the top plane. Draw that really annoying circle, go for 5 instances. That direction doesn't matter. Close that sketch. Great, finish. Now pattern this one up here around that axis and plane. Go for another one. Select this body and that plane right here. Okay, and there should be my center point. It should be right here. If I can select it, that point, I can select this one, yes. That direction or this direction doesn't really matter. And make it just 3. Close that sketch. Yep. Finish. I could delete that face. Now I want to pattern this one around. So if I go for delete faces, what will happen? Not quite sure, so I go just for another pattern. and I need a single one. I need that face, and the plane would be the top plane. Draw your circle this direction. I need 5 instances. Yep, finish this one. Now I need to pattern. Let's take a look. This one, yeah. Go for another pattern. Single one. This one. Confirm. The plane would be that plane right here. This one. And I need the circle to be on that point, that direction, and I need 3 instances. Close that sketch, finish this one, and now pattern that one around 5 times. A single body, this body. Confirm again the top plane, go for that circle right here, this direction, 5 instances, close that sketch, looks pretty good, and finish, and save this for the moment. Now I need a last pattern, and I need a plane for this. Let's take a look if I can use one of these. Top one, not right plane. Would this right plane work? Not really. I would, no. And the front plane? The front plane, that could, yeah, the front plane would work. Okay, so let's go for another pattern. Again, a circular one, yeah, and could I use a body? One body. I need all these up here, so maybe let's select it from the top, or if I go for a chain but they're not connected, so go for bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All are selected, and use the front plane, and the circle should be on this point if I can select it. That's again, now I got it. That's really awkward, and I need 2 instances. Let's see. Looks good. Finish. Hide those planes, sketches, plane sketch, projection. Yeah, looks pretty good. So hope you enjoyed this one. It gave me really a hard time. So if you liked it, please give it a like or leave a comment. If you want to see more, please give it a like or leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please subscribe to my Facebook Cat fan page, and please like it over there, would be very nice of you. Thanks for watching. This was the last in this series. See you to the next new series. Bye bye.